Do you remember the Rayovac commercial?
Rayovac, Subataritak, Rayovac.
So this last book is one that's been very important, I know, to the Jadaliyya crowd, to the ASI. ASI has a long-standing relationship with this text in particular. Where's the Poop by Julie Marks.
Illustrations by Susan Kathleen Hartung is a fantastic book. It's really sort of goes in depth into many animals, asking where their poop is,
how it came about. So I mean I could read this, but really this is really you have to look for where the blurb.
Can we see the cover? Can we see the cover?
Oh,
Awesome.
intense.
This engaging Lift the Flap book shows children that all creatures have a place to poop. Tigers in the jungle, kangaroos in the outback, monkeys in the rainforest. With the aid of this playful book, your child will see that he or she has a place to poop too. While reinforcing the concept of toilet training, Where's the Poop gives children the confidence they need. I mean, I approached this book actually from a different perspective than what the flap says. I was actually really worried. Do the animals have a place to poop? I was imagining animals running around not having a place to poop. So
It's very interesting. The book actually, just to be fair, is written by Julie Marks and the illustrations are by Susan Kathleen Hartung, and it's actually published by HarperFestival, a division of HarperCollins Publishers, and actually is kind of non-traditional in the sense that it doesn't have a table of contents, but it has all these like mini flaps in the book that you could just like open up and you could actually see other animals, and sometimes you can actually see the poop when you open up some of these flaps. Not at all times. Like sometimes it's like it's kind of disappointing because you open the flap and and you don't see poop actually. So you see other animals, and then there's some there's some annotation in the book. I find this book easily teachable. It's something that a lot of people can relate to, especially students, and because I think they also engage in this activity. So I'm definitely likely to add it to our repertoire for some of the material we teach. Adil and Nadya, do you have any comments? I'm not sure if you've had a chance to read it or take a look.
I have not. Sorry, Nadya, please go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You get first tips. Shotgun. Shotgun on the bathroom.
La, you started. Go ahead.
I'm super excited about this book. I haven't had a chance to read it. I was hoping that it would, the impression that I have here, that it might be dealing with defecation in an immersive way because of the flaps. But I'm concerned that it's not immersive enough. Like, what happens to the multisensory experience, the scent, the sight, this, all those types of experiences. So I'm a little bit skeptical in that regard. But in a fundamental way, I think it has a lot to offer. I mean, we're dealing with one of the most fundamental aspects of our being, defecation. So how do we come to terms with it? How do we use it to inspire us? We're dealing with shit every day. So, this is a shitty book. It's a shitty book.
It is a shitty book, but any comments about how it engages the theme of today's episode, though? Because this is something that, frankly, Hatim and I neglected. Yeah, go ahead, Nadya.
Oh, I was going to say, this really represents the next sort of aspect of media studies, which is poop as a medium, which is to have poop be a medium for understanding human dynamics, human foibles, human history, but also the future, particularly in this moment of disastrous climate change. We really need to focus more on poop as a medium for for historical understanding and for intercommunal and intracommunal dynamics.
Poop as a medium, as in the idea that the medium is also the message, or just poop as a medium?
Yeah, alongside what Adil was saying, is it's a shitty message. but it's important to recognize it as a it's the next stage. We're having the mass poopership, the poop turn. We're having a new poop turn in academic scholarship and media studies.
But there's also the weaponization of poop. I mean, really, it's being deployed
True.
and
Very
instrumentalized
true.
in a significant
Very
way
true.
to smear, to soil, and to tarnish. You know. And,
But isn't that just another name for politics? Isn't that just another name for
Hatim's
politics?
trying to get in a word, and he's very polite.
No,
there's no politeness when it comes to
the media theory of poop is there's multiple sources for this field of study. We have phenomenological accounts, which would explore some of those multisensory experiences, how they form impressions on the human sensorium. We might also have, frankly, feminist takes on poop as media and relations to embodiment. We would have, of course, socioeconomic analyses, demographic studies of poop locations. This takes things into the realm of the post-human, animal studies. We learn how to poop by studying the animals. Children learn how to become human by having a newly negotiated, mature relationship to their poop and where pooping should happen. There's a lot here to be said about the relationship of media to poop, not simply as, pooping is the message, but poop itself helps us rethink what we mean by the boundaries of the mediatic.
So can we speak of a paradigmatic shift as opposed to a paradigmatic shift to poop?
It's crucial that we only speak now of the paradigmatic shit, not the paradigmatic shift.
That actually would be
But this book fills an important pedagogical void, pedagogy of shit. But I share Hatim's enthusiasm, but I'm really concerned about the way in which poop can be weaponized by right-wing groups to essentially smear various other, tendencies, theoretical tendencies. There's an epistemology. There's a smear campaign, an outright smear campaign that is basically skidding, across the literature and the canon. It's really horrific. I'm concerned.
I've seen a lot of interesting recent commentary in certain circles which specifically try to address the rise in right-wing populism.
Yeah, and there's also a lot. There's also
populist politics.
There's also.
This is the longest
By the way,
segment.
this is the best segment of all of the segments that we've done.
خلاص يا جماعة.
Notice Nadya's in a hurry. Notice how Nadya's in a hurry.
Nadya now has all the time in the world.
Everything is working perfect.
Okay, salam alaikum everyone. Thank you Adil, thanks Nadya, and thanks Hatim.
And thank you Bassam.
Thank you all. Thanks to Noah for helping produce the show, and thanks to our master producer of the entire set, Khalid. And we will see you soon with another show that we will, I think, record somewhat soon. We will also be re-recording one of the shows that we've done before for some technical reasons, and we will back. I said it again, Nadya. We will be back soon with the Nerdiest Show on the internet. Thanks, everyone.